Welcome back, I'm saying to myself because I've been gone for 5 days. I took a nice weekend. Can you tell? I'm a little more tan. Can you actually tell? I don't know. I can tell. I've been out in the sun. I was in the trailer. I was hanging out with friends for the weekend. The trailer is, I made a little bit of progress since the last time I updated you guys, so it's comfortable to sleep in, definitely. I realize there are some things that I need to add, but I'll be doing that later because in a couple days, I'm heading down to South America, to Argentina, to Chile, for some Silph League Arena regional tournaments. We're going to be live streaming those on the Silph League's Twitch channel, so stay tuned for more information on that. But for now, I have kind of a fun video. Last week sometime, Reversal challenged me to share my shiny collection, and I was busy working on the trailer, and then I was gone all weekend. But since I'm here, I'm back home, I'm kind of taking it easy, trying to rest up before my trip down to South America. I figured this is a perfect time to dive deep into my shiny collection in Pokemon Go. So without further ado, let's get into the Pokemon. First things first, we're going to sort by unrecent, opposite, old Pokemon first, and then we're going to search the shinies and start from the very beginning. Linda Cross, the shiny Gyarados, my first shiny Pokemon. Caught August 29th, 2017, almost 4 months. 4 months, I think, after Shiny Magikarp was first released. So this one took me a long time to actually catch. But I think it was worth it. It was worth the wait. I caught it in Hawaii, on a beach in Hawaii. Oh my god, what is it? What is it? Oh my god, what is it? This is like the best possible place I could ever ask for this to happen. Okay, it's a little too windy. 167 CP. This potentially could have good IVs. Come on, 1, 2. Yes. It turned out to actually have pretty decent IVs. It's an 84% Shiny Magikarp. Well, Shiny Gyarados now. It's maxed out, one of very few actually maxed out Pokemon that I have. So there it is. 4 months after the release of Shiny Magikarp, I finally found it in Hawaii. Next up, we have my shiny Pikachu, nicknamed Pikachu. I nicknamed it in Japanese because I caught it in Yokohama, Japan. This was during Pikachu Outbreak, when Shiny Pikachu was first released in Japan, and I only caught the one, but I'm glad I did because Mystic 7 caught 0. That entire week that we were there in Yokohama in Japan with Mystic 7, Pope Dave, Lachlan, Unlisted Leaf. That was a really fun trip. There were shinies everywhere. I only got one, but at least I got that. I would just like to raise a glass to more content. Shiny Pikachu. My next shiny was a Duskull, which I caught during the Halloween event, 2017. This was when the first Gen 3 Ghost-type Pokemon were released in Pokemon Go. I went across the street from an old, former haunted hospital here in LA. I figured if I'm going to find a shiny Ghost Pokemon, it's probably going to be somewhere haunted. And it paid off. First day of the event. Oh my god. Oh my god, I actually got it. I actually got it. I want this on camera. Look at this. Dang! There it is! My next shiny was another Pikachu. This was our first community day, January 2018, so it's a Surf Pikachu, and I managed to catch 2 shiny Pikachu on that first community day. A third one did run from me when using AR+. What's my Pikachu? I lost it, man! No! After community day, my next shiny was another community day shiny, and I got one shiny Dratini all day.
I believe the statistic is 1 out of 15.
Oh! He's about to evolve his shiny.
What? Put me on Instagram! I'm going on.
Then I caught another Pikachu. Its name this time is Pikachu, only in Chinese, because I caught it in Taiwan. I caught this one during the Safari Zone in Chiayi, or just before the Safari Zone. Pierre, Mystic 7, and myself had just arrived in Chiayi. I think we were at the train station still, and we didn't even know if there were going to be increased shinies or anything like that. And then I found this guy, this Pikachu.
What did you just do?
There's no, hold on.
I think I know what happened.
I was not expecting this at all. I was not expecting this at all.
What? No way. Nice.
After Pikachu in Taiwan, it was Lugia, the first shiny legendary Pokemon released in Pokemon GO. And I caught it on the first day in the first raid. Probably one of my luckiest new shiny releases in Pokemon GO. Definitely finding this Lugia on the first try. And then I found another one a couple days later.
Oh,
Here we go.
Hey, did you say 26? You got a shiny? Dude.
Let's go! We got a shiny! Let's go!
After Lugia, another community day. Bulbasaur community day in San Francisco. I got the one that evolved to Venusaur. I got the one that evolved to Ivysaur. And that was it. Not a lot of luck. After that, another community day. Remember when I only got shinies on community day? I got one Mareep in New York. That was a very cold, very rainy community day. Next up, oh, this was a fun one. Another shiny Magikarp, my second shiny Magikarp, caught in Morocco, in Marrakesh, in the main square. Just kind of a totally random, basically a full odds shiny Magikarp. Or was there an event going on at that time? I feel like there was. I don't remember. Either way, shiny Magikarp in Marrakesh. I named it Marakshikarp. I missed my reaction, so.
Ah, shiny Magikarp!
Seriously?
Wow!
Yeah.
Well done, well done, well done.
Okay, it's not the shiny I was expecting or hoping for today, but I'll take it. Next up, we had Charmander Community Day. This was an interesting one because I was in Colorado for an event at Red Rocks. I wanted to take some AR photos of Charmander at Red Rocks, and then it turned out it was really difficult for me to play there. It was hard to find Charmander, so I didn't really find that many. But I was hanging out with Dromps of the Sylph Road, so that was a lot of fun. And after Red Rocks, we went down into the town of Golden, Colorado, and I managed to snag two shiny Charmander in those last 45 minutes of playing in town. So shout out to Golden for the Golden Charmander. Then, of course, Larvitar Community Day. This was my first community day spent with my family. It has no location tag, but we were in Santa Monica. I evolved quite a few of them, actually, and powered them up and used a lot of them for raiding. Definitely a useful shiny. This was when my luck really started to turn around, and I started catching more community day shinies, and it was a good day. A good Pokemon to catch a ton of. After Larvitar, it was Dortmund Safari Zone. I caught my first shiny Swablu, and this was kind of a stressful one, actually.
Spinning wheel of death. Uh-oh. This sounds familiar.
What happened?
Swablu. Oh my god!
Oh my god! You got it?
Oh my god, it's just shiny Swablu. But it's in Air Plus mode, and last time he did that, he lost it. So this is like a real intense moment right now.
Like same clip.
And can you hold this for me?
Same clip?
Oh my, wait, it's gonna run!
What?
Oh my god, you just saved it.
Alongside the German Swablu, I caught another Magikarp. I caught another Pikachu. And then I got the Roselia and another Roselia, which I evolved to Roserade, which I really think is probably one of my favorite shinies. Just the purple and black flowers and Roserade's design in general. Really cool Pokemon. From Dortmund, we traveled down to Spain with Pokemon Master Holly, with DX1, JT Gilly, Mystic 7, a lot of squad trips. A lot of my shinies came from big trips with the Pokemon GO fam. So we did Articuno Day in Barcelona, and again, first raid, I pulled the shiny. 1676 is what we're looking for. I do not have a Lucky Egg on. I should, because we have double raid XP. Great friend contribution.
I'm done. I'm going to edit. I'll see you guys later. No.
No.
Oh my god, he got it.
Of course, that same weekend, we had Squirtle Community Day, and not only was it Squirtle, but Squirtle with sunglasses. And I definitely had more Squirtle with sunglasses, but we'll come back to those later. Next up was Pokemon GO Fest. I got 2 Plusle, 2 Minun, which is actually not many compared to most people who were there. And actually, one of my Plusles even came from a trade that weekend, so I really did not catch a ton of shinies at Pokemon GO Fest. The only other shiny I caught there besides the +1 Minun, Snorunt.
If you want to see someone never get any shinies, please subscribe to Trinity.
So this is the Aggron. Oh, yes! Oh, shiny Snorunt!
I'm gonna need to borrow this clip, thank you.
Yeah, sure. And catch.
Following Snorunt, we had Zapdos Day here in Long Beach. Not a great shiny, not a very big difference between the regular and the shiny there, but still fun to, you know, raid with the squad here in Long Beach. After that, oh, Pierre traded me a Tyranitar. Thanks, Pierre. Then I got a couple new shinies for my friend Ken. Ken gets all the shinies. Ken is sort of my shiny, my dealer, my distributor, my supplier. So I got a shiny Aerodactyl from Ken. I got a shiny Shuppet from Ken. And then I came back and caught those 2 shiny Squirtles. So I had one Squirtle Squad Squirtle, Sunglasses Squirtle, that was hanging out with me. We were going around taking AR Plus pictures together. Remember, this is before Go Snapshot was released. So we traveled together throughout the summer, took a bunch of photos. And then in San Francisco, we were in San Francisco with the Summer Tour Squad shooting videos. For Eevee Community Day, I decided it was finally time to catch my Squirtle. And the next Pokemon in my research stack was another Squirtle.
You gotta move forward. Always moving forward. The next Pokemon I'm pulling out of my stack of random research rewards is... I forgot to turn off AR+. Really? I guess I had 2.
Following that, of course, Eevee Community Day, 2 days back to back, a ton of shiny Eevee. I have one of each evolution there. Unfortunately, I never evolved an Umbreon with Last Resort. So if you have an Umbreon with Last Resort, let me know, because I'd like to trade for that, especially since it's pretty good in Nightmare Cup this month. From San Francisco, we traveled to Japan, and this is really just becoming a history of my travels at this point. For the Safari Zone in Yokosuka. So Shiny Wingull was released there. I caught plenty, evolved some up to Pelipper, and named them after Pelicans players, but I might have to trade this one away to someone pretty soon here. I had a couple other special trades that went down in Japan. I traded for a shiny Magby. This was my first shiny baby Pokemon. It came from King, so shout out to King. I'll see you very soon in Argentina. And then I traded for a shiny Articuno. And during Articuno Day in Japan, it actually knew Hurricane as an exclusive move. Japan had a makeup day because they had terrible weather during their first Articuno Day that was canceled and postponed. So I managed to get a shiny, lucky Hurricane Articuno. Of course, Articuno did come back later with a shiny and with Hurricane, so it's not as exclusive as it was, but that was still a very surprising outcome to that trade.
Oh, shiny!
We followed that with Moltres Day in Japan. That was a hot one. I did catch 2 of these, but I ended up trading 1 to Mystic 7 since he didn't catch any. Seems to be a common theme in events where I travel with him. We did Chikorita Day in Japan. That made for a lot of beautiful photos, and one of my luckiest shiny catches here, a 98% shiny Meganium, which I now use for PvP, even though I could probably come up with a better, more efficient PvP IV spread. I'm not going to max out a Meganium, let's be honest. I was blessed at Kinshicho Station with a shiny Magikarp. Kinshicho is one of the most famous grind spots in Japan, probably in the world. It's where all of the top Japanese players hang out and play Pokemon Go. So to find a shiny Magikarp there, that was a pretty special one. And actually, it wasn't the first shiny Pokemon that I found at Kinshicho Station. I did, the last time I was in Japan, I found a shiny Swablu there, and then I lost it to an AR Plus glitch. I could make an entire video about all the Pokemon that I've lost, shiny Pokemon that I've lost to AR Plus. Thankfully, we don't have to do that anymore. My next shiny Pokemon was another Magikarp, and it was my first shiny from Research. I think this was the one that I got from Research. A good IV, 15 attack, shiny Magikarp. We had Metagross, Beldum Community Day. That was a fun one, but then this was a very special shiny. During the Halloween event this last year, I spent the entire time shiny hunting for a shiny ghost Pokemon, and there were a lot of them. There were a lot of shiny ghost Pokemon available. And then on the last day of the event, I found this, the shiny Shinx which I have since evolved to a beautiful shiny Luxray. And of course it's named Ghost. It's my shiny Ghost. We spent 365 kilometers walking together to earn some of these candies, and appropriately, it turned out to have Ghost type hidden power. So truly, a beautiful shiny Ghost.
Okay. This is the just in case clip. Just in case. No freaking way. Holy Shinx, my heart is beating so fast right now. 40 minutes left in the Halloween event. I've been shiny hunting this entire event looking for a ghost. I'll take this. I will happily take this right now.
Gengar Raid Day, that was fun. Pinsir was also shiny worldwide at that time during the Safari Zone in Tainan. I only managed one Pinsir. Got another Beldum in a trade. Community Day for Cyndaquil was also a lot of fun. We went and visited Prodigy's Nation and J. Kim out in Nashville. Another squad trip. And I did well. And then I Go Plussed my first shiny Pokemon. First time ever catching a shiny with my Go Plus. And it's another Plusle. I got my shiny Shelder in a trade with my lovely moderator, Lily Catherine, when she was out here visiting. Thank you, Catherine. I got a Cubone. That one kind of surprised me. I was just walking down the strip in Vegas. Why was I in Vegas? What were we doing out there? Oh yeah, I went to Vegas for my birthday. It wasn't my idea. It was, I share a birthday with someone else, and it was their idea to go to Vegas. Totally not the place that I wanted to spend my birthday, but I got a shiny out of it. And then I got another shiny as a birthday present from my friend Jake. So I have the shiny Magneton in my Pokedex, but not shiny Magnemite. He traded it to me as a Magneton. I still want that shiny Magnemite. Another Pikachu. Redlands on the 25th of November. I actually don't remember the story behind this Pikachu at all. I can see when and where I caught it, but I don't remember what I was doing in Redlands on November 25th. Of course, then we had December Community Day, where all the previous Community Day Pokemon returned. I caught 3 more Dratini, thankfully. No more Bulbasaur, no more Charmander, and those were ones that I really wanted to catch more of, because I only got 2 of each, but hey, not a bad turnout for my December Community Day. Alright, there's some fun ones in here. Makuhita, that was just totally random shiny here in Long Beach. And then back to trades with Ken. Ken traded me the shiny Ponyta. Ken traded me the shiny Aeron. And then I finally hatched a shiny baby on my own. This beautiful shiny Togepi. And I remembered to unlock a move in case I ever evolve it. Save some Stardust. But not even 5 minutes later. 5 minutes after hatching the shiny Togepi. Yep. I found the Pikachu. Shiny Santa hat Pikachu. And of course, I didn't have my camera with me when I found either of these. And then Ken traded me a shiny Meditite. And then I found an Aerodactyl. This was a fun one. This was like full odds, totally wild Aerodactyl. First of all, how often do you see wild Aerodactyl? And then on top of that, for it to be shiny. This was probably one of the most exciting and unexpected shinies that I've ever caught in Pokemon Go. For the first time in my life. Now, okay, I'll do the Aerodactyl. I was gonna say... No way. I had a couple good trades in Kansas City. We were there for Totodile Community Day. Out in the snow, I caught a ton of Totodile, but I also got a shiny Altaria in a trade, which I now use for PvP, and a shiny Lucky Meditite, which almost turned out to be 100%. It's a 93% shiny Lucky Meditite. I'm pretty sure I'm going to evolve and power this one up for PvP. For regionals, since Medicham is definitely one of those best, one of the most important Pokemon to be using in regionals for the Sylph League arena. My first sort of off-brand shiny was this Chikorita, which I caught during some other event. Phoebus Day. It was Phoebus Day. Yeah. Of all the off-brand shinies to catch, it's a Community Day shiny that I already have like 10 of. But hey, after that, we did get the one shiny Phoebus. Remember that day? That was a tough one. A few more event shinies here. We got the Psyduck, shiny Psyduck during that event. We got the shiny Spoink. Of course, it's named Tauntaun. It's his favorite Pokemon. Then we had Swinub Community Day. We did that one here in Long Beach. Picked up a few of those, and then I hatched this lovely little lady. Again, off camera, but from an egg from Japan. I finally found my first shiny Snubble. That was a big one for me. Gastly from research. That was incredible, and happened, I think, on the same day. Yep, look at that. 2 shinies in one day. That was a big day for me.
Oh God, you scared me.
Hi, Val.
Oh, you got a Snubble!
I literally just got it.
I don't have one of those.
That's my first one. Whoa, hold on, I'm back. The video's not over yet. What the heck is going on today? Val, I have to send this screenshot to Val. First of all, 2 shinies in one day. You guys know, that doesn't normally happen to me. And then I had one more Squirtle in the research. And of course, I caught this Squirtle on the day that Go Snapshot was released because there was no longer a need for me to hold on to him in research to take photos together. With Go Snapshot, we can just take them anytime. Oh my god, are we really gonna... we really have to talk about Clampearl Day? I got 3 shiny Clampearl on Clampearl Research Day. Now I have 3 shiny Huntail. I finally found a Murkrow. That was just totally random. Big one. Got the shiny Latias on the last day. I won this beautiful shiny chicken nugget at the GG Beach convention, gaming convention at Cal State Long Beach, my alma mater. So I went there for the Pokemon GO meetup. We did a few raids there, and I got a shiny Swablu out of it. This one was big. I was hatching a ton of eggs in India just because I wanted some good Pokemon with Mumbai, India geotags. And of all the things I could have hatched, I never expected this. I didn't expect a shiny. I was really just looking for good IVs to save. But I got them all while. In front of me though, at least 2, maybe 3 10-kilometer eggs hatching. Oh my god. Dude. Look what I just hatched.
What's up? Whoa, nice. Sick. Time to transfer. No, I'm kidding. That's sick.
Of course, we were there for Trico Community Day, so I ended up with a few shiny Trico, a few shiny Sceptile. Then we had Lotad Day out in the desert. Castform was released as well, and I'm glad I got it, because even though there were 9 hours of the event, there were a limited number of Pokestops out in Joshua Tree where I was staying at the time. And I'm pretty sure I did every single piece of research that I could have done in the town of Joshua Tree, and managed at least 1 Lotad. This was a really special trade too, actually. The person who traded this Snorunt to me, it was his first shiny Pokemon. So again, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And of course, I use her as this beautiful Frostlass for PvP now. Bagon Community Day was a good one. I did that at home, my hometown in Downey with my mom. So kind of a special community day with my mom and my little brother there. And then I hatched a shiny Phoebus. Totally random, totally unexpected, but that was a fun one to troll everyone with. But before I get out there through customs here and meet everyone at arrivals, I want to show you this. The day before I left, I hatched some eggs without my camera, and of course, every time I hatch a shiny, I don't have my camera with me. So what I'm gonna do is act like it's an egg hatching. I'm gonna play the screen recording, just try to get some genuine reactions out of people. Egg hatching. Oh man, we're really getting into the recent stuff now. This is my last page of shiny Pokemon here. We have the Lopunny, which I caught, of course, as a Bunnery in Singapore. That was the first shiny in Singapore. Actually, technically, the Phoebus was the first shiny that anyone saw from me in Singapore, but we got the Lopunny, and that really just set it off. We got Shuckle at the Safari Zone. A 91%, by the way. We traded for a Charizard at the Safari Zone. Unfortunately, it went up above 1500, and I can't use it in PvP. We got the Ammonite at the Safari Zone, and then literally back to back, right after the Ammonite, we got the big girl. She's still my buddy. 147 kilometers we're up to.
I'm gonna be so salty.
Nice. I said I was gonna do some chin-ups for the shiny. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Lapras.
Really? Yeah.
Ah!
No! Oh my god!
Of course, that shiny luck persisted beyond just the Safari Zone event. when I got the Latios on one lucky raid that I did with Zoe 2 Dots as we were just walking around in Singapore. Team Instinct, 14 balls.
Are you serious?
And then one more shiny Shuckle, of course, and Chili Krabby, who should also be revived. And then, of course, my most recent shiny, my second most recent shiny. I forgot about this one. This is a special one too. From the Heart Walk, just a couple of weeks ago in Tucson, Arizona. A Love Disc, a Pokemon that I obviously did not have the shiny. But Greg, who invited me out to the Heart Walk, offered to trade me the shiny Love Disc, so we started building up friendship ahead of time and did this trade to commemorate the Heart Walk there in Tucson. And then we get to, nope, that's still not my most recent. I forgot about this one too. Shiny Diglett was released, and I caught it. That was recent too. And now we get to my most recent shiny, Meltan, super clutch, last second, literally second to last second, shiny Meltan. All right. This could be it. 10 seconds left. Okay. Last chance. 5 minutes left for shiny Meltan. No way. And that's it. That is my full shiny collection. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 55, 56, 57, 58 times 3. 60 times 3 is 180 minus 6. 174 shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And it's crazy to see how much of a gap there is between these first few. Look at this. We start in July, August 2017. Then there's a big gap to October. Then there's a gap to January. And then once you get more recent, they're just closer and closer together. May 5th, May 1st, obviously this was a trade, but April, that was just a crazy, crazy time in Singapore. So shiny Pokemon obviously have become a lot more common in Pokemon Go. There are a lot more shiny checks, a lot more opportunities, and I'm really happy about it. I'm happy that we're getting these shinies. Again, I don't feel that shinies warrant really being classified as new content, but it's always fun to find a shiny, especially a full odds shiny outside of an event when you're just out playing on a regular day. The unexpected shinies, I think, are the best. So I hope you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane with me and my shiny Pokemon. And leave a comment down below. Which is your favorite shiny Pokemon that you have? So I just finished editing, and I realized I can't end this video without talking about some of the shinies that I don't have. There are quite a few that I've really been looking for. Obviously, the number one is Sandshrew. It's my favorite Pokemon, my original favorite Pokemon from first generation, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has ever offered me a shiny Sandshrew in a trade, but just to put it out there, I've decided that I'm not going to take a shiny Sandshrew in a trade. I want to catch my first one myself. I want to find it in the wild, I want to catch it myself. So even during this last ground type event for Earth Day, still couldn't find the shiny Sandshrew, so he or she is out there waiting for me somewhere. Once I get that first one, maybe then I'll be open to trades since they won't cost 1,000,000 Stardust. But until then, I want to find that shiny Sandshrew myself. Growlithe is another big one that I see a lot that I still don't have the shiny of. Houndour, Poochyena, those are all 3 like dog Pokemon. But definitely a ton of shinies that I don't have. Sandshrew's number 1 priority. But no trades until I catch it myself. Until next time, thanks for watching.